This video was brought to you by Elbilmek, ABRP, Stormberg, Kempower and bilkomponenter. Alright, we're back home. Let's take a look at the result. You see that the EQE here did it quite well, and it is actually the fastest SUV ever tested. Well, I haven't tested the Model X Plaid yet, but yeah, even beating some of the BMW brothers down here. I'm not sure where the heck they are, but okay, anyway, yeah, so this is blistering fast SUV, 3.47 seconds and then 3.5, so right on par with spec, and then it's a somewhat heavy car. And then when it comes to noise, also very good. Right on top, and actually this is despite having 22-inch wheels. The other cars you see, they have maybe 19 or 20, so 30. Look at the profile, that's what matters. 35 profile. The other cars, they have 50 or 45. So in that regard, I consider this really good. If we had, I don't know what we can get here, maybe 20-inch, it might be on the very top. And then since we did the 90 to 10% acceleration test, we can see how the acceleration kind of degraded over time as the state of charge dropped. So it is actually the fastest ever car tested now. Yeah, I did it. Oh, I never do it with the Plaid. Okay, but all right, you see that it is fastest there, but the Model 3 performance, this is with the Panasonic battery, you know, when Tesla was great back then. It is actually beating Mercedes at 60%, you see, and even 50%, 40%, 30, all the way until 20, then it starts going slow. So wow, this is, you can see here the normalized data that in comparison, you know, another performance car is actually nice and flat, unlike the Mercedes. So in a way, I was slightly disappointed because I expected it to be super flat, because I'm going to show you here, BMW i4 M50, it is super consistent, and what we want to look for is this number here, that the average is really low. So you can also look at the absolute numbers here, that the i4 M50, okay, had a slight dip there, and well, actually, I'm not sure what's up with this, because here we are back at 3.8 seconds. So it's like 3.8 something seconds, boom, 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 all the way until 30%, then there's a slight dip only. So, but still, it's still considered really good, and I can show you the last tab here, which we also have some other data that the car just happened to show. For most of the other cars, I have to look in ScanMyTesla or car scanner in the canvas. But at least also interesting that the temperature stays the same. When I was in the boost, what they were calling again, the Sport Plus mode, it was keep the battery warm, and if the battery is too cold, it will actually heat it up. It says in the screen, also there's an icon on the charging screen, battery, something that shows you that you are preheating. So there's actually a way to preheat the battery to around 25 degrees Celsius if you're gonna want to manually preheat at least. And then here also you see that yeah, initially it had 505 kilowatt and then a slight dip there, and then just dips more and more and more and more until the end where it has 400 kilowatt. But yeah, that's also still pretty good, but you can also compare it against Model 3 Performance. Yeah, this is the Model 3 Performance. You see that the Model 3 Performance initially didn't have that many kilowatt, but it seems to have a more even, well actually, well, not that much even. Also towards the end, it also dipped significantly lower there. But usually at 10%, most cars they have somewhat big degradation in the power. But here, this is one I want to show you. I was expecting something like this, like the BMW, 400 kilowatt all the way until 90%, oh, sorry, 10%, because then you lost the boost and then it's 350, but that was not the case for the Mercedes. But I mean, it still goes like a rocket. I never tested the Optimus Prime, you know, Tesla Model X P90D Ludicrous, but this car would probably match Optimus Prime in acceleration time, actually maybe even beating it, I believe. So it is a big and heavy and comfortable car, but it goes like a freaking rocket. Well, the other problem is that it also costs 1.85 million NOK. And we have lots of options, but we don't even have massage seat. No pelvic rotation. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.